Hi everyone. Today I have a message for our sisters, and I hope this message meets you well. This is not to insult you, rather it's a friendly advice to our sister that day. As a woman, please invest in yourself before you go into that marriage. Be financially independent, learn a skill, make sure you can take care of your financial needs, your expenditures before you venture or before you accept that marriage proposal. Yes, so many people, so many women especially are enduring marriages today because they are totally dependent on their husband. They accept so many rubbish. They accept nonsense. They accept abuses. They accept cheating. They accept beating because they know that once they leave that marriage, they'll be stranded. Hence, they are ready to endure the marriage instead of them to enjoy it. That is why, as a woman, before you decide to accept that marriage proposal or go into that marriage, try to invest in yourself. Try to be financially dependent on yourself. Fine, yes, there are men that are capable. They will tell you, I have everything. You don't need to work. You don't need to stress yourself. I want you to take care of my children. I want you to stay at home and, focus on raising the kids. Do you know what? It's actually good. There are good men out there. But I wouldn't advise any woman to accept that. I wouldn't advise any woman to be totally dependent on a man. I wouldn't advise any woman to let go from their education, their skills, just because a man is capable, or just because the man is telling you, I don't want you to stress yourself. Now, take for instance, what if you are stranded? What if situations arise where you need to be there to provide, to support financially for the family? What if? Have you thought of that? No, you've not. If you have, you should know that it is not even advisable for you to be totally dependent on your husband. Now, do you also consider the fact that you have great talent, great skills, great things that God has deposited in you, because God has given unto all men the ability to make weight. Have you ever considered that if you are not putting these skills, this talent that God has deposited in you, you are not putting it to work, what will happen to it? It will die in natural death. Then at the end of the day, you will not have a life. What account will you give to God at the end of the day? So accept that. How will you feel if a man starts disrespecting you, taking you for granted because he knows that without him, you do not have a life? Yes, married women tend to lose their husband's respect when the husband realizes that she cannot provide for herself. She will always come. The love is there, but they just develop this superiority mentality, this control mentality that if they don't give you, you cannot survive. So they start being controlling. Then there are also situations where the man's source of income is not enough to cater for the family. Would you rather allow him to stress himself just to be able to meet up with the demands of the house? Some men lose it along the line. That's why when you see them, when they come back from work, they start acting weird. They start getting angry over little things. Before you know, they start transferring aggression. Yes, because the load on their head is too much. As a woman, please have big dreams. There is nothing wrong with a woman doing things for herself. There is nowhere it is stated that a woman cannot take care of her needs or even provide for the family. So think big, have a dream. You can buy your car yourself, yes. You can buy lands, you can build your house, you can go on vacation.